Hey, this is Matt once again. We're about to end the video. There's another paid request, this time for Derek. Thank you so much for that. And for those interested in requesting pretty much any type of videos, topics, reactions, commentaries, reviews, re-reviews, whatever it may be, feel free to send it either directly to my PayPal or join my Patreon. Both things are down below in the info box. Now, Derek wanted me to talk about a scene, review a scene, which is interesting because I haven't done that too much, but it makes things a bit interesting. And it's a scene from 1983 called Mr. Hooper's Dawn from Sesame Street. Now the thing with me is I didn't grow up much with Sesame Street. I know what it is, of course. When I was growing up on a farm in Iowa, we had 4 channels up until like 2000, no, not 2000, until 1997, give or take. But from when I was born, like PBS, CBS, another form of CBS, and ABC. And this was on PBS. I would rarely watch PBS. I knew of Reading Rainbow. Doctor Who was on there, but I just got through the intro, and then I'm like, nah, this isn't for me. Even as a kid and still as an adult, Doctor Who just was never for me. Just never has been. Could never get into it. I would be like, let me watch, Ninja Turtles on cartoons, or, Murphy Brown, or Home Improvement, or other shows on ABC, CBS. Or I have a Predator VHS tape, Aliens on VHS. I just watched them even as a kid. But I knew of Sesame Street, Beta Bird, Oscar the Grouch, Snuffleupagus, I can't even say the name, the Snuffy guy, Snuffleupagus, the cokehead. He does a lot of cocaine, the cocainum. But this is a clip from 1983 where there was a character named Mr. Hooper, and he was one of the first 4 people to be a human character on the show. And the actor's name is Will Lee. Well, in 1983, after a few decades of being on the show, Will Lee passed away. So there's thoughts of, well, how do we handle the Mr. Hooper not being here anymore? We could write him off. He moved away. We just don't mention him. But they said, you know what, let's try to tackle... Let's not recast. Let's not say he moved. Let's say... and tackle this difficult subject of death. And I apparently did research on, will it be okay with parents and this and that. And apparently when it aired, kids were fine. They weren't traumatized. Some understood a bit what was going on. It was handled respectfully and tastefully. Pretty much what happens is Big Bird, silly scene, he's got his head between his legs just because. It goes on, a group of the humans are talking, there's a baby on the way. Big Bird made all these pictures for everyone, including Mr. Hooper. And they're like, well, Mr. Hooper's gone, and Big Bird's like, when's he coming back? And they're like, well, he's never coming back. That's what death is. And, it is a difficult topic. Like, how do you explain this stuff? Mr. Hooper was a guy that I believe ran the store, a little bit of a diner as well. And Big Bird is trying to understand, well, who's going to tell me stories? Who's going to make my birdseed milkshake? I'm like, fuck you, you selfish prick. Who gives a shit about your milkshake? Someone died. What about his family, you fucking prick? You fucking clit. Fuck you, Big Bird, up your big ass. You fucking selfish prick. Who gives a shit about you? It's not about you, you big yellow fuck. You goddamn canary. No, I'm just kidding. I'm just having fun with it. But ain't about you, dipshit. What about his family? What about his, But he's not knowing how to understand, and the others mentioned, well, we still have our memories of him. And they're assuring Big Bird, like, it's gonna be okay. You have us to help you out and deal with this loss. And Big Bird is asking, well, why does it have to be this way? And someone goes, well, it has to be this way just because. So I'm like, oh, no answer. So bullshit answer, you know it. So, because I guess, how do you answer it? You know, they go, why does it have to be this way? Just because. I'm like, wow, it's a. So you got no answer, is what he got. That's kind of my point of, should we mention this? Because you have no answer, you have no grandiose answer on it. You going just because. Well, what kind of answer is that, just because? But what else were they going to say? So, Big Bird hangs the picture of Mr. Hooper, who he accidentally calls Mr. Looper. And they see the new baby. And this weird line from Big Bird. Oh, that's the thing about babies. First they're not here, and now they're here. I'm like, no fucking shit, Mr. Sherlock Holmes. No fucking shit, you big twat. Big Bird, you yellow canary fuck. But I mean, it's meant for little kids. It's meant for little kids who's like 3, 4 years old, maybe 5, maybe 6 years old. And this is back when you had shows like this which were age appropriate for the kids. And I think was such a sensitive subject that I think at the end of the day it would be up to the parents to teach them that. And this kind of thing. I think it's a bit of a serious subject. Maybe too serious a subject for a show to try to attempt of this nature. That's more for the parents' job. I do wonder if there's maybe some parents going, what the hell? I didn't want my kid to think about this right now. I want to wait to explain him when he's older. But now he's thinking about this, and now I gotta explain him to this, and what's going on. But on the flip side, I understand I understand their valiant effort, what they were trying to do. Oh, like nowadays with Sesame Street, they probably, I don't know, teach them about, I don't know, don't be white. Don't be white, or you don't fight. Or some other, other lesson. L to the G to the B to the Q to the T to the G to the barbecue. So, I mean, I'm not sure what else to say. The look of the puppetry, the Big Bird, I always thought it was a good design for little kids, where it's tall enough for an actor to get in and portray the character, but not steer the slightest, so that kids will feel friendly and feel comfortable. They have a baby at the end. The baby, the only thing that's looked at is Big Bird. So there's certain warmth they put onto the face where they didn't make them scary or creepy to the kids. And it's with the way they act, the way they talk, they're, again, have to understand that they're talking technically to little kids. Yeah, maybe parents would be there, but technically they are talking to little kids, so you have to talk it a way little kid will understand. At least at that point in 1983. And at least, Big Bird isn't rapping or something. Go rap about death, he died from meth. His name was Seth. He had a wife named Beth. My name is Jeff. But yeah, I'm not sure what else to say. I'll ask you guys a question. You can leave in the comments section. Did you grow with Sesame Street? If so, what memories do you have of Sesame Street? If not Sesame Street, is there anything on PBS like Reading Rainbow? Which, by the way, if you want to laugh, type Reading Rainbow DMX. Trust me. Type Reading Rainbow DMX. You will thank me later. But yeah, what are your memories on PBS, and did you watch any shows? And if so, I think also they had what? Where in the World is Carmen Sandiego? I think that was on there. But yeah, with that said, thanks for watching. Take care. We'll see you guys later. Bye bye.